I work for a plant-forward agency, which means that I get to travel a lot. Traveling for shoots, client meetings, presentations. So it means we are always on the hunt for amazing vegan food. So today I'm taking you on a journey to share with you 3 incredible vegan meals that I had thanks to my job. One meal that was truly unforgettable. And maybe not in a good way, so stick around for that one. First of all, we're taking a trip over to a place which I find impossible to pronounce, but it is pronounced Wageningen, and it is essentially one of the centres of food innovation and technology in Europe and even the world. It has a really famous university for food technology, and it is a hotbed for innovation kitchens for literally a lot of the world's biggest brands. So we were there for a 3-day shoot, and we were shooting all amazing different recipes, and we worked with a chef who we've worked before who's absolutely amazing. And on the second day, we had loads of this food left over from the shooting, and the chef invited us back to his house to have a barbecue. It was a really nice evening. So we went back to his house, and we watched him cook for another 3 or 4 hours on the barbecue, this incredible food. The reason why it makes it into my top 3 is for 2 reasons. The first reason is for the food that we had. And one that sticks out to me and I'll never forget was something called a maitake mushroom. And it is a future 50 food, which means it's been highlighted to be healthier for the planet and for the people on the planet. And it's so amazing. It is called often the king of mushrooms because it can grow up to 45 kilos, which is absolutely insane. It has this feathery texture and this juiciness, and it was grilled on this barbecue, and it was cooked to absolute perfection. We had it even just on its own on a plate, cut it up, eat it. It was absolutely sensational, and was one of the most amazing food I have ever eaten. The second reason why it makes the list is being in that environment and watching a professional chef cook at home. I was totally in awe, and it actually inspired me from then to now, which was about 2 years ago, to cook so much more, because just seeing the joy and the skill that this chef was doing after cooking all day was truly inspiring. And that is why it is number 1 on my list. Let's go to the second most amazing vegan meal I had thanks to my job. And we're going to be going to the Vegan Junk Food Bar. They have locations in Barcelona, Rotterdam and Amsterdam. This was actually in Rotterdam, and I got there pretty late, and it was absolutely freezing, and we had meetings the next day, and I just landed, and I had to get straight from Amsterdam to Rotterdam to my hotel, chucked everything in my room. I had about 45 minutes until the restaurant closed, so I blitzed it on a Lime bike in freezing cold temperatures straight over to the Vegan Junk Food Bar, and they were so nice to me. And I had a standard burger, which was really nice, juicy, delicious, exactly what you want. But it was the first time I'd ever seen vegan shrimp, and they were called flamboyant shrimp. And they were topped with this spicy sauce and battered, and I had them paired with the burger, and they were just so good. It was just so warming, and it was one of the first places I'd been at the time, which was an all-vegan restaurant. Just everything, you didn't even have to worry about the menu, and it was this really novel experience for me. Things like the shrimp in a restaurant was absolutely amazing. Also, it was all washed down by a pint of fresh Heineken. So, just to pair everything off, what could get better than that? My final best meal is this. We were in New Jersey and New York for a really long shoot, and we were over there, and the jet lag was messing with us. People have been saying to me, oh, you're gonna really struggle to find vegan food there, all of this, utter nonsense. We found one of the best vegan places I've ever been. It's called Bareburger, which is a small chain. And we hopped in an Uber one of the evenings, went over there. They were super friendly. It's not all vegan, totally mixed, but the vegan offering was absolutely awesome. And the thing that really stood out for me here was just, finding these places when so many people are like, you'll never find the vegan place in, where you're staying. It's like, when you go on things like Happy Cow, even just Google Maps, you can find the most amazing places that you'll never ever forget. So we had there a burger, and this was, being in America, New Jersey, New York, just having that big burger was absolutely incredible. Definitely one of the highlights of the trip. And also we had chicken nuggets, which I've got to say really did blow my mind. They used impossible meat, so they had impossible burgers and impossible chicken in the chicken nuggets. And at the time, it was when Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger were just launching. And you know, the idea of having a vegan burger that wasn't just mushed up, you know, vegetable bean or sweet corn burger, but to have these juicy burgers and chicken nuggets, it was just a massive paradigm shift for me, where I was thinking, the world has changed, the future is now. Why are we eating animal products when you can have this burger that is as juicy, as thick, as absolutely delicious as a beef burger? That was when a massive switch flicked in my brain of the future of vegan food, and I was really, really excited. So those are my 3 best and most amazing vegan meals that I had thanks to my job. Now that I promised you the one most unforgettable meal, and not in a good way. So this was actually on a different flight back from New York this time. So I'm always excited by plain food, and it's all based on an anecdote by an old friend who used to work for airline catering. And I don't know if this is true, but they always said to me, the vegan food is great because it normally costs more to produce. That may be totally untrue, but that is the story I got told. And that is, from my experience, I actually think that's true, because some of the vegan food I've had has been so amazing. But on this flight, the first meal came out and I saw a Kind bar. And I was like, Kind bar, blimey. I haven't had one of those in years. They aren't vegan in the UK. So I was like, oh, okay, great. Flipped it over, has honey in. You know what? Honey is a bit of a grey area, so whatever. I didn't eat it. Later on, I've fallen asleep, and the main meal was, really, really nice. Absolutely great. So ticks all the boxes. Yeah, it was just nice. Really, really good. Then I'm falling asleep. Sleeping back. And I wake up with a sudden shake. And I wake up and I've got slammed down on my table, my special snack. A few hours later, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I see a muffin. I'm like, great. All this stuff, dairy-free, nut-free, all this great stuff. Flip it over because, I'm filming it anyway. So I'm interested in what the ingredients are. One of the first ingredients was liquid egg. Now, I know that honey is a bit of a grey area for vegans, but egg is not. So I just absolutely couldn't stop laughing, to be honest. I was like, this is gonna be a great video. That is why that is my worst vegan meal whilst traveling with my job, because it wasn't actually vegan. So there you go. Those are my 3 unforgettable, amazing vegan meals that I had thanks to my job. And one unforgettable for a different reason. But it just proves when you're traveling, even if it's for work, you can still have the most amazing food experiences if you search them out. I definitely recommend the app Happy Cow. Is an absolute game changer all across the world, in different continents, and the review system on there is absolutely great. So if you are dotted in a city or village that you've never even heard of, you can find an amazing vegan restaurant or cafe. So let me know down in the comments below, what's your favourite meal that you've ever had whilst travelling for work? And let me know the worst. Let me know down in the comments below. Love to hear it. Thank you for watching. And of course, we will see you in the next video.